Here's my vlog from March 27th. It's 11:10 on Thursday. Yesterday was gonna be my rest day. Day before yesterday was gonna be my rest day, but I decided to go to the bike park anyway, and I rode and I launched the wooden plank 3 times, but then I was getting kind of tired, so I decided to have a rest day yesterday, and I decided to buy a BMX bike to complete my bike collection. Yeah, and then because I saw that there are a lot of people can do those big jumps on BMX bikes, and I wanted to practice all the different size jumps and even the race course, do Strava on the BMX bike, and then I saw that BMXers, they have the sprints, and I went ahead and, because I got the BMX bike, I got a Redline 24-inch, so it's, BMX bikes are 20-inch and 24, and it's the 20-inch with the pegs without brakes are the ones that people do the backflips and the pull tricks on, half pipe and stuff, but I guess the 24s are the ones that you race on. So I could try to use the 24 to figure out those big hills where you jump up one side and then it goes and you land on the other by getting a lot of speed. So, and also have a different type of a bike to practice on. Yeah, I hurt myself when I first got on it. I pumped it up with my electric pump the first time. That thing's really cool. Takes a couple minutes, yeah, I tried to launch off of the sidewalk, and but I was gonna push up on the wheel right before I got off the edge, but my rear wheel or something went down the end of the grass first when I didn't expect it and pushed me off, and I tried to push into thin air, and I jarred myself, whiplash, because I pushed into nothing. Then I had to land, but the whiplash was so forceful on my head that it knocked my earphones out, my nice iPod Pros with the rubber ones that are stuck in really good. But and so I rode down to the bike park, because I have a bike park that's just a half mile from here. There's a loop, and it's an exactly 1 mile loop circle, and yeah, it was awesome doing the pump track. I tried to go up it the first time and didn't hit it with enough momentum, and took a pedal and the wheel spun. But then went up and down it, and yeah, but damn, dude, I can pump it a little bit, but I can't do any of those drops. Maybe I could if I try, but I'm damn. So yeah, that's a new thing that I'm totally fresh at. Yeah, that'll totally help me with my skills. And it was only $150. The Redline 24-inch, and it says Redline all over. It's cool. It's red. Yeah, in pretty good shape too. The tires look barely ridden, so. And it was only a few blocks away, 5-minute drive. And then I came back and I was watching BMX videos. I was gonna clean my house. Oh, but the first half day from the morning until when I left to pick up the bike, which was 4:30. So the whole day I was at my mom's house, helping her with spring cleaning. We installed her air conditioner and vacuumed and swept the garage and threw stuff away in the garage and in her kitchen, and reorganized it and cleaned it, all the shelves, and cleaned it out, and had lunch, and reorganized cabinets in the kitchen, because she's getting a roommate and she had to empty out 2 of them for the roommate. I need to get a roommate. Yeah, but then at 4 I left, because I rode my bike down there, rode my bike back here, got in the car and got the bike, and then came back and was just supposed to work on my house, but I was wasn't in the mood anymore because I wasn't at her house all day long. So I was just fucking around watching on the internet. I should have been stretching on the floor. I'm in kind of vacation mode still. Because I'm just everything whirlwind, all these changes. But I was watching YouTube videos of like BMX and stuff and seeing if like how big BMX, how big of like gap jumps BMX riders could do, and early days of BMX, and just looking at the courses that they did in the beginning. In the beginning, they had like a world championship in '85 or something. It was the lamest course. They just sprinted around this dirt track. There was like there was just rollers, no jumps at all. But I saw junior girls at some championship, and they got like 50 feet of air. I guess they're all starting from these big ramps up top now, but and then yeah, trick riders and stuff, and it's like Jesus Christ. And little kids are really good too. Like, what was her name? Hannah Barnes at 12 was doing just crazy huge stuff. And then I was watching Dave Mira. I didn't even like know about him. I just had like heard of him. But yeah, so that'd be cool to get good at the pool. But I was pumping around it, and it looked like there was a kid who wanted to go in there. They were on like rollerblades or something, and fucking around on their phone. And there was all these people like playing basketball and doing some event there on the grass. And I was like, I didn't feel like being. I was like, this is a cool place to go and pump around on like at night, like when there's nobody here by yourself. That's what I did the other day on this new bike I got, the single speed, and yeah, to go back there and just to pump around where nobody's around, listen to music, and just and try to make some of the gap jumps and stuff because they even have them there, and that'd be fun. But you have to be strong. Like, that's what I realized. Like, the reason that they're doing those gap jumps is because they're fucking strong, and that's why they do the sprints, and that's why I bought the Sprint. Like, it's this little laser thing. Like, when I came back, I even had it ready to go, and I was like, fuck it, I got the BMX, go get the laser. That's why I need to go when I go out again. I'm gonna go to the bike shop and buy clipless pedals over at the Community Cycles, because I want to install them on the BMX bike so that I can sprint. I can test sprinting with it. I want to just test my sprinting acceleration with all my different bikes just for fun, but also to get in the habit of practicing it. Because if I can get in the mindset of like sprinting and treating it like something that I'm accustomed to as hard as I can, then I'll be more likely to be able to get some of these jumps. Because I went into the bike path the other day. The last time I went there, I was only riding for like less than an hour. It's when I hit the big day before yesterday, the big board jump 3 times in a row. I went down to the like flat part because there's places you can practice, and I like got up as much speed as I could, and all I could do was like get over it because I was just too tired. I wasn't strong enough, and yeah, but I could try to, but yeah, the key is to go faster and to get air. But like Dave Mira was 5'9", 190 pounds. So like, that's like bigger than, that's like a sprinter, like a track sprinter almost. Like a 5'9" track, I should look it up exactly how big they are, but yeah, they're like that big or something. Like those Tour de France sprinters, like, even the tall dude, like his height, like Mark Cavendish is I think 5'9", and he didn't weigh no 190 pounds. He's like 160 max or 150. I should look it up. So these guys are like hulks, like bodybuilders. And then I saw, and I don't know if it's a typo or not, but Hannah Barnes, another trick, the girl trick, she's 5'8" and 190 pounds. So yeah, and ChatGPT was saying what times you can get on the 30 meter, 60 meter, and 100 meter sprint, and I guess the races are 300 to 400 meters. And so that'd be fun to Yeah, I hope I remember because I have to get the clipless pedals and the water bottle cages. But really, the clipless pedals because I already ordered it. It was $200, but that was the cheapest one that I could get that I could find on Amazon. I hope it works. I remember thinking about getting them before, but now I can like include it and yeah, just another dimension to compare. And I can make videos of it. That'd be cool. There's no videos comparing that and showing people's. I saw a couple of people racing them. This BMX girl, I can't remember her name, like in New Zealand, but they didn't show the time. And then I saw some other dude doing a tutorial. He's like the professor, but I don't think he showed his time. And he looked muscular. He had like long pants on, but I could see his legs were huge and his arms. So he was like a pro or something. But I just, that's what I think people, I would like to know people's actual times because then I could race against them and know what kind of a course they have. But anyway, yeah, that'd get up my strength and habits of sprinting so I can get up and over those things because like even these little kids are making it up these really big ones. So yeah, I think getting good at bunny hopping, if you're good at bunny hopping, that'll be a good tell. And how high you can bunny hop. So I need to practice that. Like ride to my mom's house on the BMX and bunny hop the whole way, you know. So yeah, and see how high people can bunny hop those on YouTube. Also, I don't think I've seen anybody bunny hop anything. Just people getting up on stuff, but they used a ramp. That movie Rad from '86. They bunny hopped when he was on a date with a girl. They bunny hopped onto the top of like a park bench, but it didn't show them do it. It just like implied they could do it. And I'm like, is there anybody who could actually do that? Because that, goddamn, you need to be strong to do that. But so yeah, I need to go look at that now. There's little things. But anyways, that's when I came across, and I don't even remember how it happened. Maybe it was just on the side or something, or maybe I suddenly thought about it. I think it was one of the videos on the side, but. Next thing I knew, I'm watching videos of mountain boarding. Mountain boarding. Mountain boarding. That, my friend, is a mountain board. Ugh. It's like the bug board. Look at that. Big ass springs. Ugh. Check it out, dude. So when I saw that, it was actually, oh, that's not what I saw first. What I came across was longboard. Because I typed like Valmont skate park or something and I saw a dude longboarding and I'm like, longboard? So I watched him longboard over at the pump park over at Valmont, and I do have a skateboard. It was in the storage. I think maybe one of my roommate left it there or something. But this dude's on a longboard and he starts and he longboards around the entire thing, and it looks like, and the wave's flowing and everything. It looks like he's on like surfing a wave, and I'm like, dude, that's the coolest freaking thing ever. I need a longboard now. So I got on Craigslist and I saw they have a bunch of longboards for sale. They're like $70 usually, but I saw one for sale for $20. So somebody's going to be available at 12:30 today, just a couple blocks from here on like 30th and Iris, and I'm going to text him and see if I can go over there with my $20 and get my longboard, dude. And then I can go, because if I'm going to spend time at the Valmont Park, I might as well have a longboard with me, because then I can longboard that little pump park, you know. And also I have this skate park right here at my house. I could longboard down to it and longboard that. It's only a half mile away, and practice and go around. So I was like, yeah, because it would help me with the biking too, just the flow and balance and everything. And yeah, so when I was looking at the longboard, that's when I came across the mountain board. And I saw this dude, and it seems like the center of mountain boarding is like here, because all the mountain board videos are literally right here at Belmont. And the stuff that these guys were doing was insane. Like they're doing the big lines and the whale tail and everything that I can't do on a bike on mountain boards. And I'm like, dude, I was like, I have to get a mountain board like now. So I got, yeah, so I got on Craigslist and I looked around. Yeah, and I saw a mountain board for, and I think maybe there were more, but I saw a mountain board for $200 in Erie, which is like 20 minutes away. So I was like, I'm fucking getting it. So I texted the dude, and yeah, I went out there. He was like, when do you want to come out? And he's like, you can come earlier. I said I'd come at 10 because I was like up until like 2:30 in the morning. It's like, see, if I'm up past a certain time at night, then I have trouble getting to sleep. I stay up the whole night. I'm in danger of staying up the whole night because that's just what my body's used to, my brain. And I was drinking like all these like chocolate milks, but I was like watching all of these because my mom gave me all these. But I was watching all of these like mountain boarding videos, and and like, yeah, they're doing backflips and they're doing the same jumps that I see down here. So I was like checking them out, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, maybe it's possible that I could be able to do that stuff on a mountain board. This dude who was doing them and doing the classes was actually a snowboarder too. But yeah, I could start over at Scott Carpenter Park and mountain board down there, and yeah, it's just a fun thing to do. And also, like, I didn't know, wasn't sure how to store my stuff, and I had this single speed mountain bike and the BMX downstairs for a little bit, but the door was open, the garage door was open. I didn't feel safe. Just have the other bikes down there, the recliner, the fixie, road commuter, and then stump jumper mountain bike from the not 80s. But I brought the BMX back up and put it behind my my hammock, my like hammock hanging chair, and it fits there perfectly, and it's not in the way of the chair or anything. And I realized, oh, it's cool to store bikes up here, not just because it's safer, but because they look cool. Like if they're out of the way like that, it looks cool to have them around. They're like ornamentation for the house. They're like literally art. So I was like, so now, yeah, I could have like five of them hanging from the wall, and they're totally out of the way. 3 of them under the second bird cage, they're totally out of the way. So that's 8 in the living room, but they're totally out of the way. And then on the deck, there's the BMX totally out of the way. 9, and then I'm waiting on the wheel. I guess on Monday it's coming for the dirt jumper, and that's out there, and I haven't decided totally exactly where to put that. You know, I don't know until I have the wheel on it. But I was thinking maybe I could fit it behind the hammock chair, kind of perch it up, so then I could have 2 bikes out there. So then that's like 10 bikes between the living room and the deck. My time trial bike's in my bedroom, but yeah, so I was able to bring up the single speed mountain bike again, because I have my jumper bike. I call it my slopestyle bike. My old Klein, which I rode to my mom's house yesterday. That was fun. Yeah, that's fast. It's an awkward ride, but it's fast on the road. And the single speed mountain bike over there. But I realized yesterday that single speed mountain bike, because I was kind of an idiot last week or something, whenever that was. I bought it thinking it was a dirt jumper because the guy said it was. And then I realized it was like crazy light. It's 23 pounds. 23 pound mountain bike. It's a Mount Fuji carbon, all carbon, like carbon stem that I got at the community cycles. And I think a carbon like handlebar. I should look at it, but anyway, I was like, this is no street jumper. It had like 28 spokes, I think, on it instead of 32. And the tires were only like 2 inches or 1.95, but it's just not strong enough. And I looked it up, and it's like from 2009 or something. It's a mountain bike, but full front suspension. But and it has like a little lockout to adjust the tightness of the suspension from the handlebars, which I'd never seen. That was cool. But then I looked at it and I realized, oh, this freaking thing is probably a slalom bike. It's like a bike park slalom bike because it's so light. Like this is the type of bike that you could learn that you could do those big gap jumps with. Like not the jumping gap jumps, although later on when I get better I could. But like you're good on a bike when you can do those big jumps on all different kind of bikes. But like the slalom course and like the corkscrew and stuff, those types of gap jumps where you jump up, try to do those and do well on the slalom course. That's why it's light and it's single speed and everything, and it has like hydraulic brakes, and so yeah, dude, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this out to the bike park, and if I can find tires at Community Cycles that are 2.3 inches, I'm putting those on there, and it'll be like a straight up Strava bike, downhill and maybe even climbing Strava. Maybe it'll be faster than the jump bike because it's way lighter by 9.5 pounds. I thought the jump bike was light. It's like 29.5 pounds, but it's 5.8 pounds lighter than my other enduro bike. Yeah, so I'm glad I have great equipment. But so I'm just like I slept in today because I was up. Yeah, so anyways, I was watching all of these like videos of those dudes doing those, which I'd like to try. You just work your way up to it with the mountain board. But then that's when I was like, you know what? If I'm interested in mountain board, what about the off-road inline skates, the dirt roller blades? Because I'm not, like in the winter, I'm more of a skier than a snowboarder. I've only snowboarded maybe like half a dozen times in my life, but I'm good at skiing, downhill and telemark. So if you're good at and cross country and skates, cross country and stuff, it's on the ski race team for 2 years, 6th and 7th grade, where we went up there every day after school. So, and we did the races on the weekend. So, like, like I could pick that up quicker than the mountain board. And that would be like crazy fun. So I started looking up, how people doing those, and I saw that they can do pretty effectively, off road, and the bike parks, they're great on the bike parks, and I was just like, oh man, I could do this. I could practice that. Like, I don't think I could do as big of jumps as on the mountain board because you don't have the stability. I don't want to like fall on my freaking butt and break my coccyx, break my tailbone or something like that, fuck up my spine. I'm too old for that kind of stuff. But like slalom, the slalom course and getting small air and stuff, I could do that. I could do the slalom course and even Strava it. And like inline skating is a Strava. I'll make it a Strava segment if it's not already. Turn all of those into Strava segments, and whatever bike course I go to, just bring those. And same thing with the mountain board, but actually try to do the jumps with the mountain board. But so yeah, I looked online and I saw on eBay they had some for $150 for the and this is the Tektronic or something. What is it called? The Imperial. Yeah, SUV Imperial, and you pump up the tires. They have these 3 big tires. You pump up 200, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah, so I saw them for $150, so I got those. But it was like $100 of mailing, but it was going to be here in like 2 days. So $266, I think that's what it was. So yeah, do I have my phone with me? I thought I had my phone. Didn't I just hold up my phone? I'm always missing my phone. Yeah, I do remember holding up my phone. At the very beginning of the video, I held it up. But then, since then, here we are. That's how it happens. What was I gonna do? Oh, it's 11:35. I was gonna see what time it is. So the person said at 12:30 they were gonna be home. So yeah, at 12:30, I'm gonna straight up text that person in an hour. That's why I'm hanging out here doing this video. and be like, I want my longboard. So yeah, today I got a longboard. This morning I ordered off-road inline skates. I got a longboard, 20 minutes out and back, 40 minutes of driving. But my little, instructor was telling me on the phone. That was fun. With the smartphone. But yeah, and then I get the longboard. So 3 different things in one day. Jesus. So yeah. Ooh, I think I'm gonna stretch actually. I'm gonna take the computer out and sit on the computer. I bought weed yesterday. I got $10 of weed because I got the BMX bike. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Got a good deal on a BMX bike. Get weed, because that's what you do when you buy stuff. And so that $10 of weed actually, I finished it up now. I only have a little bit left, but that's like the $10 of weed that I got for the 4 things: the BMX, longboard, inline off-road skates, and the mountain board. Whew. But like, I wanted to get those because they you can use them at, well, you can use all of those at the bike park, where I'm already going to be. So the problem is going to now be, I have to figure out how to fit all that in my car. All I have is a 2003 Mazda Protege four-door regular sedan. That's my car with rainbow seats. There's my bike rack. So like, I have limited space. Like, my electric mountain bike is in there right now. Can't believe how many different bikes I have. It's crazy. My 50-pound electric bike is in there. Yeah, I have it. I bring it to the bike place just in case, like, at the end of the day I have energy. I'm hoping that I'll get my strength back, I wanted to be kind of strong to be able to do those jumps. I was super tired when I went over the other day. I just needed to rest, like my upper body and everything. But I'm hoping to get my endurance back, my daily endurance, pretty soon. So I wanted to be fresh to do those jumps a bunch of times. I'm still a little bit like afraid of them. I'm not totally comfortable going into them. But I'm not so afraid that I'll like not do them, because after I hit it the first time, I went and hit it 2 times after that. So I'll go in today, ride down and ride past it, get some air a couple times, and then I'll be ready to do it. And then maybe tomorrow I'll go in there with my enduro bike and see if I can hit it with the enduro bike and just see how the 2 different bikes handle differently and which one I like better for what. Like, learning to these jumps, different sizes of jumps is good, but also doing the same jump with different bikes is another way to learn. So yeah, man, on Sunday I did the Strava, I do want to Strava the slalom today. Yeah, race it. But I was not doing it, and there was this little 3-year-old kid, like, laying in the middle of the track, dude. It was crazy. I had to, like, slam on my brakes and go, like, around him really slowly. I guess what he tried to do, his dad was, like, standing next to him. I guess he was riding it, and he couldn't get up the whole lip, I mean, I don't know how any kid could. And then fell off the bike and slid down it, but yeah, I want to see what bike is the fastest on that. But I could do all the different things that I have on that one. It looked like a good course to do the mountain board with, but yeah, I have to figure out how to fit all that in there. Like, I could fit 2 bikes on the rack, the electric bike inside. But then if I'm going to bring the longboard, because then inside in the trunk I have the unicycle that I want to try to practice there. And, but then, I don't think there's room for the longboard. So I just have to figure out where I'm going to stick the longboard, and then all my other gear, and then this rollerblades when I get them, and then the mountain board and the longboard. It's like, whoa. So if I can fit it all in really well, it'll be a great little fast, sporty economy way to get around with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so maybe I should look at that now. So yeah, now I'm kind of feeling kind of lazy. I should. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the house that I could be doing. I could fix my dropper post for my enduro bike. I could fix the rear brake for my trail bike. I could pick up in my room all my clothes and put the stuff away in my living room. Clean up the floor. Or I could just smoke the rest of the weed that I have and stretch for the next hour, which I think was what I'm going to do. And yeah, and then when I get that longboard, bring it back and then see how I can pack this stuff in, and then maybe go down to the bike park and try out the longboard and maybe the mountain board. Yeah, just fuck around, and the BMX bike, just all the new stuff. That's what I'll do today. But I'll bring the jumping bike too, and try to maybe do the jump too. Yeah. So, anyways, I think I'm done buying it. When I have to tell my mom that I got how much money I spent and then I got 3 more things, she's gonna flip out. Now I understand why my banker was telling me maybe I should borrow more, because when you get on a roll, it's really easy to blow a bunch of money. But now's the time, Now's the time. I'm not getting any younger. So I can spend the rest of my life paying back my debts, and my life now doing those big ass jumps on the longboard and the mountain bike. Yeah, and getting in shape, because I'm still out of shape. Like, my lower back was hurting today sitting at the chair, and I'm like, I couldn't even identify what kind of pain it was. I'm like, is this like elder pain? Am I like old lower back? Because I was like doing those intervals the other day, the Strava, and also riding the mountain bike, the electric mountain bike, and my lower back was actually sore, the muscle from all the riding. And I was like, or is it sore from all the exercise? It doesn't feel muscle sore. So I think my lower back was like tendon sore. My tendons are like getting stronger. So anyway, that's why, like, in the beginning, I'm not surprised that I'm tired. Like an entire day, I need to take an entire day off after like 4 or 5 days on, That was the first day off, first like block. Because there's all these like inside things that need to get fixed on my body. So hopefully it won't take too long. But I think when I stop yawning, that'll be a good sign. And also when my appetite goes up. When I was younger, it'd take like 3 weeks for my appetite to kick in if I started exercising. Yeah, so once that happens, then because that's when everything's moving, and then I can heal faster because the metabolism's faster. So yeah, maybe I can, hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later. So anyways, yeah, but I'm not going to buy any more weed because I'm not buying any more things. Like, that was my excuse. So I'm going to smoke weed and like enjoy myself, dude, for the next 50 minutes or whatever it was until they're ready. And yeah, and organize my leisure. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.